Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me here at the Galaxy with God, Love Notes. Of course, I really want to thank you all for being a part of my journey, a part of my soul tribe, a part of this family. New and my returning subscribers, for all the energies here, thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate you all. All right, let's cut the talking. All right, God is great. What's the message, please? What's the message? What would you like us to see? What would you like us to know? Thank you. All right. First card that comes is remember. There is something that I have the divine feminine also. There is something that you are remembering. Could be something about yourself. You could be searching to find exactly who you are, trying to figure out the side of you that was always hidden. I have inspecting. So you could be inspecting your inner self. I don't know how I'm saying it properly. You could be searching, doing self searching for yourself. Whatever you were lacking in divine feminine, this could be doubt. You could be doubting your ability over a period of time, but now this doubt is now gone. Whatever you live, I have regret. Whatever you were living, you no longer. I have regret. Yeah, I have regret. So with this regret card, it seems as if or feels as if you are moving from regretting not knowing who you were from before because it feels as if you're now walking in your own light. You are remembering who you are. You're watching every step of the way, every journey, every obstacle, every bump that you have to cross. It feels as if you are there, no longer stumbling over things that used to trip you. You are now awakened to who you are. So you no longer have sabotage and guilt. You're no longer sabotaging yourself from what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to be with. You are now awakened as to what your mission in this life is. I have self care. It's just sitting here looking at me. Self care. So with this self care card, you have grown to know yourself, to appreciate yourself, to love yourself more than you used to do before. This could be family. So whatever you're doing, you're trying to make a commitment. Could be to yourself as to how to go forward, what direction to go in, where or who you should be walking with. You are now committed to doing something. What is this commitment, please? What's this commitment? I have apology and forgiveness. So forgiveness is for yourself, forgiving yourself for not knowing better when you had to make mistakes, but you have overcome all those mistakes. I have apology and forgiveness. So, apology, if you have to apologize to someone, that is perfectly fine. It lessen the pain and hurt, agony that you have to carry. If you have to go to a person and tell them you're sorry, apologize for what you did. If you have to apologize or someone needs to apologize to you, accept the apology. Not that you have to be back in their energy, but it's okay to accept the apology. You don't have to move on with them. So someone could even be living in regret, wanting to send a message to you, trying to send a message to you, even in your dreams, but they feel as if them not coming in with an apology could be somehow sabotaging the relationship between you and them. I have balance, justice, karma. You could feel, or they could feel that them not coming to you with an apology, or you not going to them with an apology, there is a consequence for it, with the justice card being here. So you're, yeah. So whatever apology there is, being open, be open to receive whatever the apology is. As I said before, you don't have to take back the person in your energy. Your apology and forgiveness is really for you to let go of the hurt, the pain, and whatever there was, to move forward with an empty heart, not holding a grudge. Yeah. Work keep working on your higher self and put away all pride, ego. Don't let your ego or your pride get in the way of you wanting to give an apology. If you know you're wrong, don't be too big to say you're sorry. And if you know you're wrong, don't be too big to ask for forgiveness, because it's gonna let you feel um free, light than when you were with this old load that you're carrying. Yeah, so it's time to nurture yourself. Whatever was burdening you at some point, let it go. It's time for your own self compassion. Have some compassion on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes, we just have to walk away and leave things or people or even situation that, maybe would create a burden for us. We just have to walk away and leave it. And sometimes absence teaches a lot more than your presence. So when you have to leave a person's life, say for example, someone is around you 24/7, they never know the purpose of you until you're gone. So sometimes your absence teaches them more than if you were present in their energy. And the next part is some people are better left alone, better seeing them in your rear view mirror, loving them at a distance, but you just got to walk away. You might have to give an apology, that is perfectly fine. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiving yourself, forgiving others, for not even knowing better, not even knowing how to treat you. But forgiveness is for yourself, to let go of the weight and lighten yourself. Any final parts? Ancestry guide. So you're being guided to move away from heavy energies, people, situation, whatever was gonna create an imbalance in your energy. It's time to move on. Harvest. I have harvest. Move on. You have the strength. You are empowered to do so also. You have the courage. You're no longer blinded by things that used to have you in mask. You are fully awakened. Awakened was the first card shown. Yeah, so the autumn could be of importance. Now, harvest. So whatever you sow, you will reap. So if you plant corn, you cannot reap cane. So whatever you sow, that shall you also reap. Now, so you need to take action. You need to start somewhere at the beginning. And this is feeling as if you have started at the beginning, being awakened, growing, knowing, aware, loving self, being able to push yourself beyond pain or beyond doubt. You are now releasing, letting go of things, people, situations that no longer serve your highest good. And if that's not what you're doing, that's what you're supposed to do. You're being guided to do so. I have separation. So sometimes you just have to separate yourself from people, things, or even a job. Something that is creating turmoil in your mind, in your life. You just have to walk away. Because this is creating a storm. The storm card in here. This could be creating a storm in your life, unwanted energy. You have to put a separation to this. Sometimes you might have to be alone to figure out exactly who you are, what you want to do, and who you want to be around. Because having some people with you, they somehow create a baggage, burden you down, and you're not going in the same direction. And as I always say, not everybody was meant to be going on your path. Not everybody has the same vision that you have. Because if everybody gets the same vision, it will be common knowledge. So God gives some people vision of different things so you can walk in your own truth. You can also lead and guide others, but not everybody is going to follow you. And that's the saddest part. Sometimes you got to walk alone because it might be lonely, but just remember, you're never alone. The fact that you are guided to walk this path could be straight and narrow. That does not mean you're doing it all by yourself because God is with you. So you need to make a decision, final decision. You have to protect your peace. You might be too vulnerable, too open to people or a situation that is not good for you. So you have to guard yourself somehow. This has to do with your harmony, peace. You have to learn to balance your energy. You are creating a solid foundation, but you have to guard yourself. If you want to protect your energy, you can't be loose, open to everything, everyone who comes into your life. You got to learn how to create that boundary. Yeah, you're being assisted to do so, or your spirit guides are even encouraging you to take a solo journey. It might be dreary. It might be somehow not feeling welcoming for you, but this is where or what you're supposed to do. Avoiding things or things that is not good for your growth. I have offer, which is Venus energy. So you need to remove the mask, whatever facade, whatever belief that have you somehow locked in your old self, old mindset, old religion. You need to let it go. It's a brand new day, a brand new awakening, a brand new time to pick up a brand new habit. So whatever it is, you should be healing your inner child. It's time for your healing. It's time to move on. Time to protect yourself, protect your peace, protect whatever you have, because not everybody is around you that will mean you well. Time to learn your self worth, not codependent on people or situation, possibly that will not mean you any good. Yeah, so it's time for your freedom. Free yourself of any baggage, anything, anyone, any situation that might come in your path and create a blockage for you. It's time to move into a different direction. A time to find the spark within you, your own spark. There's a light that is in all of us that God designs. So we need to find our spark so we can move on. So, collective, if this is your reading, please let me know by commenting down below, liking, sharing, or even subscribing.